So I'm going to give you my testimony of having an encounter with Jesus. But before I had that encounter, something terrible happened that I've experienced before that. When I was 9 years old, I was a twin. And my brother, while riding a bike, he gets struck by a bus and he gets killed in front of me. And it devastated me. It messed me up. And I remember that night when I went home, I got on my knees and I prayed to God and I told God how much I hated him. God, I hate you because you took my brother away from me. I'm never going to see my brother again. But as months went by, I remember getting back down on my knees and praying to God, God, forgive me. And I'm still 9 years old. I'm like, God, please forgive me. I just want to see my brother one last time. And that I love you. And all I know, I remember that night going to bed, I fell asleep. And all of a sudden, I see my brother in my dream. He came to me in my dream. His hair has gotten long because when he died, he had short hairstyle. His hair had started to get long. He was wearing a gold silky baseball jacket. And he was smiling at me, just waving at me. And all of a sudden, there was a man standing next to my brother. The man was wearing a bright robe. It shined. It was so bright, illuminating. And he was wearing sandals. And I could not see this man from the neck up. I could only see him from the neck down. But a voice spoke to my heart and soul. It's weird how God speaks to you. And the voice said to me, do you see that man standing next to your brother? That man is my son, Jesus Christ. So I've experienced seeing Jesus standing next to my brother. I felt comforted, like God revealing to me that my brother's okay, that he's in heaven. He's with my son, Jesus, and that I have nothing to worry about, that it's okay, So ever since that, it stayed in my heart, and I never really spoke much about it to people. In my house, we could never mention my brother's name because my mom used to have panic attacks, so I could never mention stuff, So it was really hard for me growing up because I couldn't mention my brother's name or anything. But later on in life, I read books where people had actually experienced seeing Jesus the way I have, with the bright robe and everything. They talk about the robe, and it's so amazing. And just this morning at work, I was talking to this girl. For some reason, I felt like giving that testimony to this girl. She cut me off during my testimony and was like, his robe was so bright and you couldn't see him from his neck up. She was like, I couldn't see him. And she's like, I experienced seeing Jesus too, she was telling me. And I was like, oh my God, man, the chills, the presence of the Holy Spirit was just like, from head to toe to me. And she even said that she felt the presence. And I don't know if this girl goes to church. I know she's a believer, the way she was talking to me. But she also experienced seeing Jesus in her dream and not being able to see his face, but spoke about the bright robe, illuminating robe. So this is amazing, man. I'm glad to know that there's people out there that also experience the same exact thing that I've experienced. So this is my testimony. I love you guys. God bless you guys, and know that Jesus is real and that he's coming soon. Peace.